Or if you're here for the first time, welcome to Reading 4 from Fate, my upcoming book in the Doyle Witch Cozy Mystery series. So we're still in the prologue, and our Doyle Witch, Jayce, has been surprised by the vision of a woman in her bathroom mirror. And the woman is Mrs. Raven, who's a mysterious figure who's been kind of popping in and out some of the other Doyle Witch books. So we start with Mrs. Raven resuming her conversation. I've come to warn you. You and your sisters are up against the Black Lodge. I had no idea what that was, but cold, unreasoning fear spiked up my spine. No more warnings, no more danger, no more threats to people I loved. What? She rolled her eyes. For heaven's sake, girl, if you want to do magic, get educated. I bridled. I've been managing my magic pretty darn well, if you ask me, and you still haven't explained why you're here, in my bathroom. A Black Lodge is a society of dark magicians. In the past, they tended to avoid this place. She glanced around the bathroom. You do mean Doyle and not my apartment, right? Because the way she was looking at my shower curtain. Of course I mean Doyle, but something changed. Reluctantly, I nodded. Doyle was a liminal place, a door between the worlds, and the door wasn't as closed as we'd like. Things kept slipping through, and some of those things were deadly. You changed Doyle. She smoothed the wide lapels of her emerald blazer. Naturally, we looked into closing the gate permanently. Can you? I asked, torn between hope and fear. My sisters and I suspected a lot of our magic came from that partially open door. I couldn't bear the thought of anyone else getting hurt, but losing my magic would be like losing a part of myself. My jaw tightened. Still, I'd give the magic away in a heartbeat if it meant keeping my sisters and Braden safe. We'd come too close to the Grim Reaper too often. I couldn't handle losing someone I loved again. We can't close the door, she said. At least not yet. And they've already made one attempt to steal the book from the sheriff's station. They failed, but Mr. O'Hare is still researching the matter, she said rapidly. Until then, you'll have to hold them off. Hold them off? I glanced toward the peeling bathroom door. Braden hadn't woken up, and I wasn't sure I wanted him to hear this. A flush of guilt swamped me. We'd just promised we'd be honest with each other, especially about magic. Whether I wanted it or not, he had to hear. Hold off who? Whom? I ignored the grammar lesson. Who are they? A Black Lodge. Haven't you been listening? Her gaze flicked to the ceiling tiles. Of course you haven't. Lenore tangled with them on New Year's. That damned book. She was a fool to let the sheriff take it. Evidence. Her voice dripped with disdain. Of course, we attempted to retrieve it from the police station. Unfortunately, it's powerfully warded. I blinked. The police station has magical wards? What the hell? What the hell? Are you kidding me? She sniffed. The point is, they've taken an interest. Oh, wait a minute, I said shrill. What book? Didn't Lenore explain? The Black Lodge believes that Necronomicon she found at New Year's is powerful. So powerful, it will allow them to take control of the door. I shifted my weight. Lenore might have mentioned something about finding a dangerous spell book. The door to fairy? You mean there's a spell in the book to control it? Why hadn't I paid more attention to Lenore? Oh, right, because the book had been connected to a New Year's murder, and thanks to Lenore, the killer had been caught. The weird spell book had seemed anticlimactic. Besides, it was the holidays, and Braden and I had been prepping for a ski trip to Colorado. I haven't read the book myself, she said. Do you think I'd have let something that dangerous go if I had? But if there's a spell to open the door wider, I said, then maybe there's a spell to close it for good. Ask your sister. She read the book. She did mention looking at it, I think. Lenore could get a little boring when she talked about her magic. As an Earth Witch, I was more interested in the here and now than in Lenore's world of the spirits. There's power flowing from that door, she said waspishly, and the Lodge wants it. Heaven help us all if they obtain it. But oh, don't you worry. We'll get that spell book back from the sheriff one way or another. I shifted, not liking the sound of that. If you've got it under control, why are you telling me any of this? She lowered her chin and stared at me over her old-fashioned spectacles. Because they're coming, Ms. Bonham, and we'll be too busy to protect you. I tried to swallow. Protect? The mirror rippled, and then it was just a mirror. The reflection of my pale face gaped. Shaken, I smoothed my bedhead. A lodge full of dark magicians. Mrs. Raven in my bathroom mirror. I'd seen a lot of weird stuff in Doyle, but this took the cake. I returned to my warm bed and to Braden. He mumbled something and pulled me close. I tugged the soft bed sheets over my nose, then over my head. And that's the end of the prologue. So stay tuned until tomorrow for reading number 5.